Good morning. Today I'll be talking to you about microbial cell walls, structures that surround the plasma membrane of many microbial cells that are essential for their survival, with different organisms often having different compositions of cell wall.
These cell walls provide structural support for cells, stopping them from changing shape or collapsing due to stresses. And they can act as a physical barrier to damage and pathogens, while also helping in controlling cell permeability. And of course, different types of microbe will have different types of cell wall, made up of different components. Usually, polysaccharides with varying functions. However, some cell walls aren't primarily made up of polysaccharides, such as diatom or some archaeal cell walls. We'll start off with gram-positive bacterial cell walls, which can be up to 90% peptidoglycan in a layer above the cell membrane. It also is made up of teichoic acids, as you can see in this diagram, which causes the cell's negative charge, which is useful as it maintains the integrity of the cell wall, aids in selective permeability, and allows for binding to important cations. And these cell walls are porous, which allows smaller molecules to pass through by simple diffusion. However, larger molecules need to be transported through by facilitated diffusion, co-transport using a proton gradient, or by being broken down by extracellular enzymes, among many other methods. Next, we'll talk about gram-negative bacterial cell walls, which are a lot more complex than their gram-positive counterparts, with less peptidoglycan too, instead mainly being made up of an outer membrane over the layer of peptidoglycan. And these also have a negative charge, provided by lipopolysaccharides embedded in the outer layer, which also protect against chemicals by physically blocking access to parts of the cell wall where they would bind. Part of lipopolysaccharides, O polysaccharides, are often detected by the immune system too. And since there are two membranes in the cell wall, transport into the cell is a lot more difficult, so enzymes in the periplasm between the membranes aid in transport. This can be done through the breakdown of substances or by binding to the substances. Fungal cell walls are usually mainly made up of chitin, which provides protection and rigidity. However, they also contain glucans, which support cell wall integrity, and manoproteins, which face the outside of a cell wall and are responsible for cell signaling and environmental detection. And while smaller molecules can get through by simple diffusion, larger molecules require other methods, such as the use of porins to create pores that they can go through in the cell wall by breaking parts of it down. And this method is also used in other types of cell wall that we've already mentioned and will mention soon. And next we have archaea, which are extremely diverse, and this is shown in their cell walls, each adapted for the specific environment that it's in. Two examples of this are pseudopeptidoglycan cell walls found in methanogens, which are more stable in their extreme conditions than peptidoglycan cell walls would be, and S layers, which are made up of proteins instead of polysaccharides like our previous examples. And this allows for a great amount of variability depending on the proteins that are in the cell wall. Lastly, we have algal cell walls, which vary greatly based on the type of algae. However, they all have the same core functions as the cell walls mentioned before. And these types of algae are green algae, which is the most similar to land plant cell walls, made up of primarily cellulose, providing rigidity and support. Red algae, which is also primarily made up of cellulose, but also contains agar and carrageenan, and then diatoms, which contain silica, which is used due to its transparency that allows for photosynthesis to occur, its abundance, and the fact that it can float due to being lightweight. And it's also chemically inert, which allows it to be stable.
Thank you for watching. We've explored many different types of cell walls today, and I hope that this video has given you a deeper understanding of this important part of many microbial cells. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of microbiology, and have a good day.